I would like to start right from where Comrade Anis and Comrade Momita have left. They were talking about that of late public sector banks or the banks in general have shifted from the common masses to the corporates as far as credit is concerned. So I would like to directly go to that point because I will be dealing in my speech about the transparency in lending and NPA in the public sector banks. So to bring transparency in the lending, we need to simplify our application procedure and processing aspects. We need to leverage on the technology, and we have to also recruit more people so that we have to recruit more people so that we can man our branches in the rural areas and semi-urban centers. We also need to disseminate information to the common public about the credit which is available from the public sector banks with ease. Once achieved all these above things, we will be able to shift our focus from the corporate sector to the retail segment. This will also enable us to bring transparency in our lending because transparency in the lending is very much important to win the confidence of the customers. We have seen the example of Yes Bank and PMC more recently, wherein we find that when the opaque dealing of loan book was brought to the knowledge of the common public, there was virtually run on the on the deposits. Yes Bank's deposits were eroding like anything. PMC is still under the restrictions of RBI and withdrawal restrictions are still there. Our over dependence on corporate has also resulted in the stress on our asset classification, asset side of the balance sheet because of the continued slowdown in the growth due to demonetization earlier and then the hurried implementation of the GST. Coupled with that, COVID-19 has hit the economy. When the pandemic of this size and scale hits the economy, financial sector cannot remain unaffected from the ill effects of such pandemic. RBI has recently come out with financial stability report wherein they have conducted a survey which finds that various sectors of the economy like aviation, tourism, automobiles, real estate, construction, and MSME in general are going to go through a very rough phase and recovery will take longer time than the expected. It will also impact the earnings of the banks, and in the same survey, it is opined by more than 90% of the respondents that these earnings of the banks will shrink due to this COVID pandemic. In the same financial stability report, RBI estimates the NPAs to increase to 12.5% during the current financial year and 14.70% in the next financial year. Despite the fact that a lot of stimulus has been announced by the government, also moratorium has been extended by the RBI till August 2020. So banks now stare at a very big problem called NPA. Banks have to recapitalize themselves to provide for the NPAs which are going to come. Many of the trade organizations and other organizations predict that the number of NPAs, amount of NPA can increase to 30% of the entire loan book of the banking sector. Entire loan book of the banking sector at present stands at 104 lakh crore, and 30% of that would be around 30 lakh crore, which is 150 times of the economic stimulus announced by the government. So how the banks are going to handle this situation, this recovery, this NPA and its recovery? We are living in a country where we have lot of laws to recover the NPAs, but in actual, when we experience, the recovery is not taking place. We have Recovery of Debts Due to Banks and Financial Institutions Act 1993, which brought in DRTs and DRAT. We had SARFAESI Act 2002, then advent of ARC, Asset Reconstruction Companies, and then IPC, NCLT, which the present government has brought. All of these were aimed at recovering the bank money, NPA, from the borrowers. But we find from our experience that recovery, these acts have been able to recover money from only from the select borrowers, mostly from the small value borrowers. The pendency at SARFAESI and also DRT is huge. The large borrowers are able to stifle the recovery proceedings by engaging the lawyers and proceeding to civil courts. Even in the case of NCLT and IBC, the recovery is very less. We find that in the last 2.5 years, after the NCLT IBC was announced, the recovery has taken place in a very few accounts. That too, the recovery percentage is only 43%. Thereby, we have been writing off 57% of the loans, which means IBC and NCLT has acted as a write-off mechanism rather than recovering the amount. Our earlier speaker was speaking about Alok Industries example. We also have example of SR Steel, wherein there were bidders for the large amount, but it was given for the smaller amounts. Friends, all these things bring us to a position how to recover the bank money in the coming time. We have a few suggestions to recover the bank money. First of all, after this COVID-19 has hit, banks should be given leverage to restructure the accounts, reassess their loan books. The NPA norms and provisioning requirements should be liberalized. We have to also make our boards accountable. We have to also once again go back to the specialized institutions which were there for financing of the infrastructure lending, because we find that majority of the NPAs are from the infrastructure sector. All these non-performing infrastructure accounts should be again transferred to finance corporations. All these steps government need to take in order to revive the banks after this huge requirement of provision. But whether the government is having that political will to do all these things, that we have to see in the coming future, because the impact of all these positive changes will be felt most by the ones who are the most connected ones. I would like to sum with saying that India is a country where there are a lot of sick units, but there are very few sick promoters. And the young banker wants those unscrupulous promoters to be booked or to be threatened with an environment where they cannot enjoy the luxuries of their life, while the bankers and the financial sector is bleeding due to them. Thank you. I would like to end my coverage with this. Thank you.